Hello, Sundrake. Welcome to the stream. Just getting some stuff handled before we start. We'll be starting here in a bit, people. All right. I'm just getting prepared. Okay. Start here in a couple of seconds. Oh wait, I say we're gonna start, but I realized I haven't got my VTuber model all set up. Shoot. Hold on 1 second. I thought it was all prepared. I thought it was all ready. Apparently not. Because I forgot the most important thing about being a VTuber. I forgot the model. Oh, hold on real quick. Okay. Draw a cleaner shrimp mix pattern. Okay, hold on real quick, guys. We got the VTuber stuff. Let's see here. You know, we haven't been Amber Isle Doc J for a while. All right, let us switch over to the next screen. Hello, everybody. Hello. How is everyone today? Oh, music. Hello. How is everyone this fine Monday afternoon? Anything glorious happen? Anything interesting happening right now? Anything cool? Anything calm? Anything unordinary? No, Mr. Young. Sorry, no. I don't know why you would ask that, but no. I'll take this pop-up chat so we can put it into over here. Pretty good. Got to explore the Wings of Dawn's new map stuff. Ooh, that's kind of cool. God damn it, motherfucker. Tater tots. Also, I feel like shit. Oh, understandable. I'm glad that it, how was it so far? What cool things been going on in the realm of Wings of Dawn, Sundrake? What cool new stuff has been happening behind the scenes? Been dealing with this strep for the past week. God dang it. Why you... Kieran, why do you get sick so often? Huh? Tell me that. What made you become sick so often, my friend? And server drama. Understandable. I don't fucking know. It could be multiple things. To be honest, you already had like a really bad health at the beginning, so it could just be due to the fact of you being, well, sick. The new cave system, a new map addition, new game trails for future AI, and new lakes. I'm going to be honest with you, Sundrake. I've been watching the development of Wings of Dawn for some time, and honestly, it hasn't piqued my interest of yet. The game doesn't seem too much different from other basic dinosaur or dragon based games. So it hasn't really piqued my interest much. It doesn't seem to have that something new that they're bringing forth. And you could probably sit there and be like, oh, they're introducing a whole bunch of dragons, and they have human dragon. But at the same time, that's not really anything different. I could play Draconia and just play pretty much the same type of thing, where I could just play different dragons and then a humanoid race too. It's kind of like, I like the concept. They are trying to go for something different than normal. I will agree to that. But it doesn't seem like they're doing anything too drastically different. The best way I can describe it. I know it's like I'm kind of going like on a rant on it, but when I play a game, I expect some differences between them. If I wanted to play, I'm in love with the knight armor. That's cool. I'm glad you're in love with the knight armor. I hope it's really good, like well designed and everything. That's with that being said, I really hope they are trying to implement a better armor system than what other games normally do for armor systems. So today we are going to be we're going to finish up a lot of the drawings we've been doing for the dinosaur sketch requests. We've been kind of like looking into this a little bit more each day, drawing more and more dinosaurs, and getting like a really cool feel for what how we're enjoying like the dinosaurs. And I'm showing you guys how to essentially draw them yourself. I really hope you guys are learning a lot about dinosaurs, like the anatomy of dinosaurs from watching me draw them. So we do have a bunch of list of dinosaurs we need to draw today. Let's see here. Where are you? Oh, wrong one. Because last week, what would make a joke, but I'm gonna keep up my. What do you mean? You're gonna make a joke? What kind of joke are you gonna make? Don't insult me, madam. I am not one to be trifled with. Don't worry about it. That makes me, when people say don't worry about it, it makes me worry 10 times over. Huh? Okay. Wait on the bonking. It's not set up for the just chatting screen. Not to be trifled with my ass, I will trifle all I like, sir. Trifle. Anyways, we're gonna start working on the next dinosaur sketch, which would be after we finish Utah. I do have a list. Sue me. We're gonna work on Archaeopteryx, which is the big bird, flying bird dinosaur. So, without further ado, oh great, we got a bot. Oh, thank you, Lib, for getting rid of the bot. Also, for clarity, we do have YouTube up too. Got the Wombo Combo Bonk. All right, let's get into the stream. Let's get into the nitty gritty of today's stuff. Stream layout. Okay. There we are. Let's get into the nitty gritty. We're gonna do some drawing today. Oh god, I just realized I didn't set this up properly, but who cares? Got the Wombo. Hello, Mithy. Welcome to stream. How are you today, my friend? What glorious tales of the Great world, can you tell us about your day? Anything happen? Oh, speaking of which, did anything happen the week during this weekend? Anything cool um or of interest happen to you, any of you guys this weekend? Um Nothing really interesting happened to me. Other than I was just pretty much I was just doing my stuff all by myself this weekend. I got to hang out with a friend because he's not going to be streaming for. I got to hang out with a friend on their stream this weekend because they're not going to be able to stream for a month. So that was kind of interesting. So the next dinosaur we're going to be drawing is an Archaeopteryx. A little clarity what an Archaeopteryx is. It's basically the dinosaur that we assumed was one of the starter dinosaurs for the. Nothing happened with me, just boring old work. Currently getting some sun outside. Nice. I can't get sun right now. The world decided that there's no sun for Doc J today. It's cold, it's windy, it's hella like foggy as hell. So it's been like an interesting day for me. Also, for those who are probably wondering, we do have the YouTube up right now, and that's just to essentially have this recorded. Dang. But it's good weather for cozy inside drawing. I guess it's so weird because we've been having such warm weather for the last couple of days, and just simply having it change to this type of weather is kind of annoying. Especially if you want it to start warming up a little bit more. For a little bit more clarity, what we're drawing is Archaeopteryx. Archaeopteryx is essentially what we thought when we first discovered Archaeopteryx. It gave us a clear indicator that these birds were actually closely related to dinosaurs. And that's why Archaeopteryx is such a unique dinosaur, is because it belongs to a species known as Microraptorans. Microraptorans are often like dinosaurs like Microraptor, like any other bird-like thing. This is actually where we start realizing that birds were actually starting to diverge from their own individual like phylums and such. It's such an interesting part raptor. And Ms. M Young, why do you keep asking for that? I'm not gonna draw that. That is not a dinosaur. Sorry, I'm responding to someone on YouTube. For the people in my Twitch chat. Yeah, so also my favorite Archaeopteryx. Yeah, I think this was your request, Mithy. Draw a Chad or Chad Titan Chubby. Nah, you already asked one, and that was the Gremlin we asked last week. I think there are other species, or like other species of large like dromaeosaurs that also, not dromaeosaurs, Microraptorans that had the same feature, like had this basic style of flight where it looked like it's flying using like secondary wings on its legs. And I think that's what many people kind of picture when it comes to Maniraptorans like this, like Archaeopteryx and um, other avian-based dinosaurs, such as birds and everything, are kind of like a common derivative of this animal. It's kind of cool to like look at like a dinosaur like microraptors and Archaeopteryx, because we get like a better understanding on how the evolution of flight in birds kind of developed. Because like I said, this was a big discovery when we first discovered Archaeopteryx. We learned that Archaeopteryx might have been what we think of it today, which was the groundwork for dinosaurs like avian dinosaurs. Though we don't know if it was an active flyer or if it was a glider. We do know that this animal might have been strong enough to stay in the air for long periods of time. We just don't know if it was a powered flight animal. Yet, there's tons of research being conducted on it too, because we do have like a really nice fossilized remnants of it. And it's so interesting to like learn how this bird might have lived, or this dinosaur might have lived. The biggest key indicator we know for sure is that it was definitely had the features commonly found in birds today. It had designated flight feathers and designated we find that it had quills on its fingers. They indicate these were attached feathers, which meant they were stabilized feathers for sure. Definitely, like, we definitely got a good like understanding of this animal because its fossils were so well preserved. And when I mean well preserved, I mean it was literally a slab of rock with all of its fossil material, like perfect skeleton. And that's what made people like this animal a little bit, is that because they can actually look back at its fossils and realize how goes the dino drawing, Doug? Really well. We're getting to the point where we're starting to we are working on an Archaeopteryx, which is which was thought to be the indicator of how birds separated from dinosaurs. Well, not separated, started branching off from dinosaurs, like big non-avian dinosaurs. But we're doing good. Very good start so far. I like drawing birds. Birds are like one of my favorite animals. Also, how are you today, Ryder? What's cool? How long did you guys stay in that VC last night? Dang. You guys sound like you were in there for quite a while. Also, sorry if I got like dinosaur facts. Like I'm talking about dinosaur facts. Honestly, this is all I can really give for information on things, because I don't have like a big strong opinion of the state of the VTuber community right now. Other than shit happened. I feel bad for a lot of them, a lot of big name VTubers. But I should really state that this is more... I love Dino Facts. The orientation ended up being 3 hours, but I didn't join the lounge after because I was watching anime with friends. Dino Facts are great. I love Dino Facts. I have so many like Dino Facts in my head from years of studying them. Okay, I think we got the look of the animal. Yeah, but yeah, I couldn't we did the I did like I sat through like the orientation for a bit, but I couldn't sit through it the entire time. Mostly because I can't if I can't just sit there and listen for 3 hours. And I had a feeling that was going to be a very long time. I understand it's like an orientation thing, but I'm going to be completely honest. I just can't sit there. So I had a friend of mine invited me to go hang out with on their stream for a bit, and if I knew it was gonna be 3 hours, I'm glad that I did, because this was his essentially his last stream before he moved, and he will not be streaming for an entire month. So I went hanged out with him for a bit. I understand like it. The orientation thing is to get an understanding what the community. Oh, I think I need to move these eyes up. Yeah, that's too far back. Yeah, I honestly was just trying to be polite to see what they wanted to talk about, and it seemed like they were more focused on what they wanted from the community to talk about, like what is going on and everything. But I understand. Like they want to bring together um, Native American VTubers, and that's perfectly fine. I'm not like will ever talk down about that. I'm just more like I just didn't want to sit there for 3 hours, and yeah, sorry. I guess I don't know how to respond to that. Other than that, I'm glad you guys like got to all hang out. Ow, I think I bit my tongue. Yeah. Totally understandable. 3 hours could be a lot. Yeah, especially if you're just gonna sit there and listen. I'm sorry, but sitting there and listen is not something I like to do. Uh, that's very much time wasted to me. I'm not a person that likes to sit down and just listen to things. I need to work on something. I can't just sit. I feel like time gets wasted when I just sit there and do nothing. Or, you know what I mean? But was it? Man, 3 hours. I would probably been losing my mind by then. This is why I don't like going places, because if I can't work on anything, I kind of tend to like get like a little stir crazy. That's something I get from my mom. My mom's kind of like that. She can't sit down for more than a couple hours. She needs to be working on something constantly. Like she started to pick up beading again. For those who don't know, my mom loves beading, so she tends to spend many hours beading. But I could tell she doesn't like to sit there for too long, just sitting there beading and everything. Also, Lib, if you're in chat, can you do something for me? Or in the YouTube chat? The reason why I'm asking you this is say something in the YouTube chat, because I want to make sure I can give you this role. Okay. Okay. There you go. You should be now a moderator in my my YouTube chat. Yeah, I could just simply just right click your name and then be like Bada bing, bada boom. You are now a moderator in that chat. I got a sword and a wrench. Yes, you do. I just realized, did I forget to post that my stuff in a friend's Discord? I did. I forgot to post it in our friend's Discord. They will be my coat of arms. Yes, your coat of arms, Lib. You have a new coat of arms. But yeah, it's going to be very interesting because I like when I'm looking at the dinosaur stuff I'm currently got planned for this week. Definitely got some interesting things I got to do this week. I'm trying to debate on Thursday to either do another model building stream or play Dinosaur with double D's. I don't know how many people know of that game right now because I've seen a couple Dino VTubers play it, and honestly, it's funny as hell. I've been watching like a bunch of a couple of my streamer friends play it, and I'm like generally like, this is crazy. Finally caught you fucking streaming. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. I don't know what you're talking about, girl. I'm not here at all. Who are you talking about? Hey, girl. I just realized you are not VIP to my stream. For those who don't know, this is Garl Brown. He is a Dino VTuber as well. He is what we call he calls himself the king of the dinosaurs, but I never acknowledged it. I call him little baby arms. How dare you? How dare you, my friend? How dare you? For those, welcome in, Garl. Welcome to the stream. Finally, you got to catch me stream. You get to be an annoyance to my own kind now. Also, here you go. Here's a shout out to you.
Right. Okay, so where's the time? All right.
Oh my lord, that is an old.
Ew. They're actually pretty cute. I like them. Don't tell anybody I said that though.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell everyone that the
guys
clip it.
Holy
clip
shit.
It, clip it.
No.
Clip it.
That's an
we need
old
proof that
model,
Kira
man.
says that birds are cute.
Nah.
Carl like Neopet.
Oh.
Wait, Kira, you said all birds are evil, right?
All birds can suck an egg.
What about Mango?
No.
What about Mango?
Mango can suck eggs if she wants to.
But
What
she's
the hell?
But she's a bird though. I thought you said all birds are evil.
I never said that all birds are evil.
You just said all birds can suck an egg, and therefore
No,
they're
not the
evil.
Yeah.
baby
Is that
Grarl.
right, Chad?
Wait, I never.
Is that right, Chad? Kira said that all birds are evil, right? We have that on the stream.
I've never said such words. Loopy, I don't know.
Yeah, that is really a really old clip. I'm going to be honest with you, Carl. I didn't realize that you still had a lot of your older clips before you changed your model. Because that generally does look like when you're old, like your really old model before you switched over to the current one. I remembered it too because I knew you back then. Hey, yo, fellow Neopet Pet Master fan. I'm gonna be honest, Carl, didn't realize you like Neopets. Granted, though, I didn't really ask where your name came from. Its history, though, must be preserved. True, true. We could then use it against Kira P. Then you can use it against Kira P when you ever stream with her again. Anyways, welcome in, Guaro. How's your day? How's everything working for your move? I know you're taking a quick hiatus from streaming. He's gonna be gone for a month. Good noon. Good noon to you as well. It is 12:29 p.m. in the afternoon. We're gonna listen to some smooth jazz while we wait and watch me draw a couple dinosaurs. I hope you're ready for Dino Radio on Jurassic 1.9. Anyways, yeah. For those who don't know, Garo's gonna be on a hiatus for a couple weeks while he's moving home away. Yeah, I love Neopets. It's going good. Just at work right now. Dino Jazz Radio. Yes. Listen to those ancient rocks while we listen to some smooth jazz. I hope you enjoy a Dino Radio Jurassic 1.9 on Cyrus Radio. Oh, so you're at work? Are you just sitting there watching me at work, man? Everybody! Growl likes to... I actually can't think of anything. No, wait! Growl has tiny dino arms! There! I said something funny. But anyways, hello, Britty. How are you today, my friend? What glorious tales of the world can you tell us about your day? Anything cool happened? Anything of interest? Anything out of the ordinary, my friend? Or is it just a normal day for you? We're just doing some dino drawing. Getting into the whole mood of like dinosaurs. Talking about dinosaur facts while we do some streaming today. For a little fun fact, we are technically drawing Archaeopteryx. Archaeopteryx is one of the first dinosaurs to ever been discovered with feathering. What makes it interesting is that since this dinosaur was discovered with feathers, we have like a good understanding that majority, if not all, dinosaurs might have had feathers based upon how closely related they are to the Maniraptorians. For those who don't know what a Maniraptorian is, a Maniraptorian is essentially the what most avian dinosaurs were. They were the ones that kind of branched out in from the dinosaurs we know today. They're big boy, the tiny boys, the little birds. They're about the size of like a normal average bird. So, okay, I'm really hoping, since we're not using any copyrighted music, our music, the little bird boys, yes, they're little bird boys. They're also where birds actually started diverging from the main line of dinosaurs. Isn't that cool? Because technically birds are a close relative of bird like dinosaurs like Microraptor, Archaeopteryx, Yichi. For those who don't know what Yichi is, Yichi was actually the one dinosaur to have been discovered that have webbed wings, like webbed, like how to say, webbing wings, like wings that were like designed like bats. They're webbed wings, like Amberteryx, and but yeah, it's interesting to look at with these animals is that they evolved like features that you normally don't get with a lot of birds nowadays. Like for example, they have actual flight feathers, whereas birds with Archaeopteryx in them didn't. Well, they had flight feathers, but they didn't have the power flight you will see with birds today. Like their entire anatomy is so different from when they first developed these features till today. It's kind of cool, I will have to say. Also, I don't know how many people play Prehistoric Park in here. Not Prehistoric. Is it Prehistoric Planet? Oh no, it's, yeah, Prehistoric Park. It's a really cool dinosaur theme, not dinosaur, zoo. Keep an eye on those bots. I'll try, Lib. I'll try. But yeah, I wonder, is there a command to make someone VIP? Yeah, Prehistoric Kingdom, my bad. Prehistoric Kingdom was the game I was thinking of. Hold on, I forgot. I need to give someone a specific role. Man, I kind of forgot how to give someone VIP. Yeah, but Prehistoric Kingdom. Prehistoric Kingdom was one of those cool dinosaurs build up games. I haven't played it recently, but they just came out with an update to allow you to have like baby dinosaurs. I might try it out one of these days. Because the update looks really cool. Also, the baby Spinosaurus, they did a really good job with it. Haven't gotten it yet, mainly because I need to upgrade my PC to run it better. I don't think you need a good like a decent PC to play Prehistoric Kingdom. I say that, and I could completely be wrong because I haven't played it in a while either. But that's just morally me. I need to get like, I still need to like go into it a little sometimes because I still have the game, but I think I like uninstalled it after a while. Well, with that, I also do to pod update to 5.5. See, that's another thing. You don't really need to update your PC either for that because it's not actually a very demanding game either. And how I know this is because it still needs to run on mobile and other devices, So technically, the game is not going to be demanding as much as you think. Just because it's upgraded to 5.5 does not mean that it has like you're not going to be able to play it either. That game has like some really that means it's either your settings, you changed your settings too much, or I generally think you have just way too of a low end PC. But I understand if you need to upgrade your PC, that's perfectly fine. I'm just trying to make sure you don't have to spend money to do something. Is what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to prevent you from needing to like stish out a whole bunch of money just to play a game. That might be just a graphics card update. Depends on okay. LK, I'm gonna ask, what is your current build right now? If you don't mind me like asking you. It can play modern games, but to a certain extent. For example, Jurassic World Evolution and 1 and 2, I don't have to spend too much parts I need. It depends on what type of parts you're getting, though. I'm mostly just trying to make sure you don't need to spend more for something. If your current build can be mitigated, you might actually don't need to spend a lot of money. I'm also gonna make sure I keep tabs on like YouTube's channel, on the YouTube chat, because you don't know if someone's gonna come in and talk. Because if your specs are like that low end that you can't run Path of Titans, then I think at that point you do need to upgrade your entire system. Because that seems more like you're having problems with like more graphical errors than anything else. Because if you're still playing, am I right? Like I'm not trying to assume. I guess the best way, I'm not trying to assume too much. Also, I watched the movie I haven't watched in a while today. It's called Fist Fight, and honestly, I was kind of surprised how funny that movie was. I haven't watched it in a while, so it's kind of like interesting to look back and watch it. I'm like, man, Charles Day, when Charlie Day is like really funny half the time. What he does, because he has like a two settings when he acts. He has calm, and then all of a sudden he goes into like hysteric, and it's funny hysteria, because he just does it out of the blue sometimes. Like he'll just say something. Hello, Toku. How are you today, my friend? What glorious tales can you tell of your day? How was your weekend? Anything interesting happen over the weekend? Did you work on anything interesting? I sure kind of did. I worked on finishing my Utah model. It was a good weekend because I was the only one home, so I didn't really need to worry too much about other people bothering me while I was working on stuff. So it felt nice to finish stuff. How about you, Toko? Anything interesting happened? Or was it just a relaxing weekend of you just sitting at home, uh, looking at, hanging out in people's streams and just talking to them while you just, actually could have been just actually working on something? Doing good, aside from some game hijinks. It's been a pretty chill weekend. I'm currently figuring out coding for my repo model. Oh, nice. Like, what are you trying to figure out? I may be able to like assist in some way. Is it like you're trying to figure out um a VTuber thing, or is it just like trying to make it work in different ways? Oh, mod. Okay, never mind. I've been trying to figure it out myself too, because I want to implement my own stuff for a mod for repo. Figuring out enemy AI for an enemy. Oh. Good luck on that. From what I can understand from the repo AI, it seems to be like a weird like system where it has a detection system mixed a with visual system, because for a lot of the enemies that have like the ability to see you, they will try to interact with you as much as possible. And then there are those who are like in the enemies who are like not out to hunt you, but they can hear you and all like that. So it's really weird system, I have to say. I don't know much other than that. I'm still trying to figure out some other stuff on Path of Titans myself. Yeah, I've been trying to wrap my head around it. It's whole new territory for me. Yeah, from what I understand, they did a lot of new stuff when it came to the enemies on Repo. Like they implemented a lot of a lot of features that you normally don't see in like indie games, such as the AI interaction system. From my understanding, I don't know for sure. I'm not gonna lie, this looks interesting to see all come together. I normally don't draw birds that often, even though I love drawing, like doing designs with them. But I generally don't draw a lot of birds. So what kind of enemy is it, Toko? I understand like you're saying this, but what type of enemy is it? Is it like a dinosaur or some creature you designed? Also, how is it how's working with Paleo Arc right now? I know you also work with them, or do you not anymore? I forget. Is it tail over? Hold on, I need to do a little. Hmm. Hmm. Jurassic Park Raptor LL still working with them. Just been a lot, but it's yeah, understandable. From my understanding, they seem to be like not working as fast, but I can understand why. I think they're waiting on the update to the dev kit before they work too much right now, if I'm correct. I would like to get into arc modding myself. Hello, Stress. How are you today? Windows 11 Pro, i5, 450 CPU, 16 GB RAM. Oh, that's an interesting graphics card. Hey, Stress. How are you today, my friend? What glorious things are happening to you? How was your weekend? Anything cool happen? Anything interesting? I know a lot of people are probably like haven't had at least a really good weekend of some sort, or it was a boring weekend. Depends on how you look at it. Also, welcome back, Lib. The sword in the ranch was left, has not been used yet, which is quite interesting, especially how often I normally get. Actually, to be honest, I haven't gotten them. The only time I ever get bots if I play a very popular game. That's great. Is it raining outside? Sounds like it. I don't think it is. Yeah, just another day in Doc J's life. Also, we're gonna have ads here in a couple minutes. I'm probably gonna get something to drink while we have the ads. You know, just go grab something to drink and maybe see the temperature gauge a little bit. See if I can adjust it. Right after we're done drawing this beautiful large bird. Man, you know what? I'm a big fan of large birds. I'm gonna be honest. Just need a new graphics card in PSU. Bought the motherboard, CPU, and all. Oh, nice. Well, I'm glad that you got yourself some cool looking new gadgets yourself. But just look at my Archaeopteryx. Liv, was it you? I actually don't even know who suggested the Archie. I think it was Methy that did it first. I honestly don't know. I have to look back at my the post I made. All right, let's see. He has my name. He belongs to me. I don't know. Just because you have your name on it doesn't mean it belongs to you. I didn't spend much actually for all that, which will cost most is more likely the graphics card. Yeah, the graphics card is probably the most expensive thing on that list. So I will agree with you on that. All right, where is the leakage? It's on the tail. The tail has the leakage. Okay. That makes sense. Speaking of which, before we do that, I gotta move this to another layer. Because I accidentally made another layer. But yeah. Lib, I don't know what type of tomfoolery you're talking about, but just because something has your name on it doesn't mean it belongs to you. Okay, that sounds totally wrong. If it does have your name on it, you do own it. Own it. Legally, you own it. And now we got our art key. There we go, guys. One Archaeopteryx done. Bada bing. Oh no, the ads! Modern Nintendo, I think otherwise. Alright, what's the next dinosaur on my list? So we got Archaeopteryx. Next is Bistahevosaur. Bistahevosaur. Hello, guys. Hello, Stress. I will be right back real quick. I'm gonna grab something to drink for those who are on the YouTube side. For those who are on Twitch, I will be right back. I just want to go grab something to drink and check the temperature real quick. I had to go carry the shopping for the service by myself. Ow! My elbow! The elbow hurt. Yeah, I was gonna say, was that the exercise you had to go do? That sounds terrible. Sponsorship? I'm gonna need a sponsorship. But anyways, so we're gonna move on to the next two dinosaurs. Honestly, I want to do this next one as more of a mixture of two, because it has two tyrannosaurs. Bistahevosaur and Tyrannosaurus Rex. And I thought it'd be a cool little idea to have a mixture of the two dinosaurs. So we're gonna grab an image of Bistahevosaur, because Bistahevosaur is a very interesting dinosaur. And what I mean by interesting, I mean more, it's a weird tyrannosaurid. And by weird tyrannosaurid, it has a unique head structure I wouldn't say unique. It's kind of very common-esque. It is a Dasplitosaurid from the Cretaceous period. Yes, welcome back from the ads. I hope you enjoyed your little break from my rambling. Hello, honey. Welcome to the stream. How are you today, my friend? What glorious tales of the world can you tell us? How was your weekend? I hope it was enjoyable. I hope you got like to do all the things you got to do this weekend. Hold on. It's been good. Got a video out last night. Nice. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you, honey. I didn't realize you were a YouTuber until you I saw one of your videos. They are a Path of Titans YouTuber. Like most of their content revolves around Path of Titans. They seem to. Honestly, I didn't realize. You died? Why did you die, Stress? What happened? What was the weight too much for you? Well, from my understanding, Honey is a Path of Titans YouTuber. I don't know for sure if they are or not. Correct me if I'm wrong, Honey. I hate working. Understandable. I don't usually like to just tell people most of the time. It's like advertising. To be fair, yeah, I can see that. If you're curious, it's a Z490 Pro motherboard. Oh, nice. I'm glad that I hope you really got some other, you got some memory stuff too, because you still need you're still gonna need SSDs, that's for sure. But also understandable, honey. I fully understand that you don't want to share, tell people you're a YouTuber. So I don't even tell people I stream half the time. If they stumble upon me, they stumble upon me. My current build has 4 terabytes. Nice. I got I think a 4 terabyte hard drive for my current build, and I've yet to use it. I'm not kidding you. I have yet to, oh wait, never mind. It has Monster Hunter Wilds on it, because in order to play Monster Hunter Wilds, right, you need an SSD drive. I came across your video by accident, completely by accident. See if I'm drawing Bustahevistar's nose right. Oh, it needs to be longer. And I think it doesn't have the lacrimal crests. So, a little fun fact. The name Bustahevistar, which means Bestia Destroyer, also known as the Bista Beast, is a genus of Eotyrannosaurian theropod dinosaur. The genus contains only a single known specimen, which is Bestahevisariera, described in 2010. from the late Cretaceous of New Mexico. The holotype and a juvenile are found in the Hunter West member of the Kitlin Formation, while other specimens came across the underlying fossil forest member of the Fruitland Formation. This date prehistoric is around approximately 75 to 74 million years ago. This is during the Cambrian age, found in a sediment span of... Basically, this guy was discovered. Yep, it's an Eotyrannosaurid. Also, I think someone's here. Hold on, I'll be right back. I think it's the male. Why is everyone barking? Sorry. Yeah, they tend to bark a lot, which kind of ruins a lot of the like, makes me think someone is here, but no one is here. And it's not because, like, and I know it's because of a one dog that does this. My chickens does that too. I think I found my future boyfriend. Oh. Ooh, do tell. Stress. Did you find yourself a new lover? Exciting. Yeah, very exciting. Do tell, girl. Yes. Please tell me more. Okay, I'm done. I'm done with this bit. That was weird and out of place. Also, there's not a lot of good, like, references for Bustyhevosaur, other than, like, it being a normal basile Tyrannosaurus looking. He is an architect and a real estate salesman. He lives in a tourist town that is a few kilometers away from my city. Oh. So what's the difference between an Eotyrannosaurus and a normal Tyrannosaurus? Okay, so an Eotyrannosaurus is often referred to, like, the difference between the two is that a Eutyrannon, which means tyrant, is a subfamily, a clade of Closian theropod dinosaurs, includes families like Tyrannosauridae, as well as the basal relatives, Dinosauroids. So basically, it's just a normal Tyrannosaurus. When we refer to them as, like, Tyrannosaurid, like families such as the Eurotyrannosaura, we often refer to, like, Bustyhevosaur. Basically, it's its own family. It's a Eurotyrannosaura, which are mostly comprised of, like, Appalachiosaurus, Begatarodon, Gyptosaurus, Nanotyrannosaurus, Raptorex, Teratophonus, Allyromimerians, and Tyrannosauridae, which is like Tyrannosaurus Rex itself. He's planning a date on my day off. I know I've been quiet instead of talking. Ah, it's fine. Sorry, Doc. I've been sticking. I want to stick around, but I got a real bad migraine and going to lay down for. Oh, that's perfectly fine, Kieran. You're perfectly fine. You don't have to. You don't have to stay if you don't want to. You're perfectly in your capability of just taking a break and relaxing. I understand that you're not feeling the best. Sorry, I was taking a drink. I hope you feel better, Kieran. But basically, Eurotyrannus is basically the entire overall family that consists of like Bastahiva and Tyrannosaurus Rex. I want to catch your stream since I missed the past few because of being sick. That's perfectly fine. You don't need to constantly need to watch my streams, Kira. I know you're not feeling the best. You don't need to watch them all. Look, I feel bad, and I'm trying to reassure you, you don't need to feel bad. Is what I'm saying. Like, you don't need to feel bad. There's a rule in another Discord I'm in. The rule is rule 0. Always take care of yourself first. And I'm starting to think I should probably make that a rule myself. I'm already a skeleton. What is there to take care of? No. Bad, LK. Bad. You need to take care of yourself. But to answer Honey's question, Tyrannosaurid is just basically the overall terminology for like most Tyrannosaurids. I mean, Honey's right. So for this one, I want to do. I want to do something interesting for this one. I want to do a kind of interesting little thing since we do have someone suggested Tyrannosaurus Rex. Hello, Lazim. Welcome to the stream. How are you today, my friend? I'm about to go get some food, juice, and ibuprofen for the migraine. Lay down. Good luck on your stream, Doc. Have fun and have a great rest of your day. You as well, Kieran. You have a good rest of your day as well. Also, take it easy, Stress. Good luck on your date, my friend. Man, good luck. For the rest of you, you're gonna be dealing with me. How's your day, Lazum? Sorry I didn't hang out with stream yesterday. My friend was, well, for one, he's not gonna be streaming for the next couple weeks because he's moving. And I wanted to hang out with him before he did the big move. So I was not able to join you guys last night. But I hope you guys had at least a decent night. And that was all good. As you know, we don't do anything, and plus, I was character designing, so nothing too special. Understandable. I'm not gonna lie, Lazim. I feel like our group needs to just kick in the ass. We do. We need to find something we could all play. Ooh, nice, LK, nice. But that's just me. That's just me saying the same things. Also, yeah, I got myself a couple of those figures. I got a an Allosaurus one. Been chilling out with No Man's Skies today. Nice, nice. Uh, let's see. Let me list off all the Beast of the Mesozoic figures I have. I have the Albertosaurus, Dryptosaurus, the Tyrannosaurus Rex, the Triceratops, and last but not least, the one I just recently got is the Allosaurus from the Cenozoic line. Dinosaur figures. So I got a good collection going myself. So how's No Man's Sky treating you today, honey? I want the Sego, but I'll wait for the price to drop. I am currently waiting for them to reveal what they're gonna do with the Spinosaurus stuff. I'm hoping it's a new figure line, like they did for the Beast of the Mesozoic. I would like to actually see what they got for the Spinosaurus and everything. For real, I am excited for it. I am definitely gonna get a Suchomimus for sure if they have one. That's the one I'm definitely gonna get if I they come out with this Suchomimus figure. Most likely it's gonna likely then not to do a Spinosaurus and a Spinosaurus line. I am. It's more like I've never really talked about anything because they're mostly focusing on their. How do I say this? They're focusing more on the Cenozoic stuff, with the Cyberzoic stuff currently. So we haven't really seen anything new in that department. Granted, though, I will say the Cyberzoic figures are really good. They're much more posable than the basal figures that they have. I just wish the goddamn Ice Dragon was not so damn expensive. I know the Carno came out. Yeah, they're also. I think they had a stream the other day talking about the woolly rhino. I think Bardo was working on making the woolly rhino on stream. So I'm excited about that too, but I'm not really into Cenozoic animals. So, but I know a lot of people like Cenozoic animals. Ice Dragon? Shut up and take my money. Okay, so the people who make Beast of the Mesozoic figures are making another line currently known as the Cyberzoic figures. Basically, it's like 80s dinosaur media mixed with common, like normal dinosaur stuff today. Let me see. Let me find a good like picture of it. Let me grab it. Because it was currently someone made a image on it. So here we're gonna grab a copy of it. All right, Lib. This is the Beast of the Mesozoic. This is their Cenozoic line. They made a ice dragon for the Cenozoic, the Cyberzoic line. For clarity, the Cyberzoic line is basically humans decided to go to find another planet. They decided to make dinosaurs their primary motive of traversing the land. They also have like other creatures like some Cenozoic animals such as saber-toothed tiger, the woolly mammoth, I think is one of them. It's basically their toy answer to a lot of popular 80s media back in the day, like He-Man, like He-Man and all that other stuff. It's a very interesting line. I actually have the Cyberzoic Allosaurus because I didn't like the base coloring of the Beast of the Mesozoic Allosaurus because it was too green for my liking. So I got the Cyberzoic Allosaurus, which is the one I showed in my Discord, which is that more darker toned, brown toned Allosaurus figure I had. That's part of the Cyberzoic toy line as well. But they are currently working on more of the Cyberzoic stuff. Yeah, I noticed that they are doing a Kentro figure with removable spikes, but at the same time they kind of did that for the, I think, the 1/18th scale Triceratops, where you can remove the horns and have it based on like a specific type of species of Triceratops, either Horridus or Poroscis. For those who don't know, Triceratops actually had two types of horns. Let me draw this real quick and show you guys. If I remember correctly, I think Porridus had these type of horns, where they had Triceratops horns facing more curved this way. If I remember correctly, you might have to fact check me because that's the only thing that kind of makes me confused. And I think Horridus had these type of horns. Let me look. Let me see. Triceratops Horridus. Yep, Horridus is the one that had the horns pointed upwards. So I was correct on that regard. Okay, so Horridus and Paresis. Basically, that figure allowed you to change the type of horns you wanted for the Triceratops. It was kind of cool because, for those who don't know, Triceratops had different horn structures based upon what type of time period it lived in. Horridus had more upward pointed horns, whereas Parensis had more downward facing horns. The study on it was kind of interesting to look at when you looked at the two different type of ceratopsians back in the day. They were quite interesting to think about. All right, I think I'm going to have to small size this. Especially if I want to include the tail. I'm gonna have to lift this Rex up a little bit because it looks like it's not angled properly. I think you mean Bison ankylosis, not Triceratops. No, it was Triceratops. Ataclornius. Wait, what? I'm so confused. What? Okay, I think I need to make this foot smaller because it looked like I made it too big. Oh, well, it's OG name before it turned out to not to be a bison at all. Really? That's something new I did not realize. Oh, to be fair, yeah, I could see that being like a name they would give it like a cousin to like a bison, of course. Now thinking about it, yeah, Triceratops was discovered in a location where most bison used to traverse in. So I could see why they would name it that. Very interesting idea. Also, I've been like doing some research into what's currently this idea I want to go into. I know a lot of people were like, if I remember correctly, a lot of people know I want to make a video game on an idea I want to do. Like an actual dinosaur, like something I want to do. Very interesting, man. Evolution is so cool. I know, right? Very cool. Back to what I was gonna say. People know that I want to make my own video game. Well, there's an idea I want to play around with. Maybe go like shoot past you guys first, like actual talk to you guys about it. The idea. Shake my head was never that. It was a monocephalosis gigas. Okay, that one I know. Because that name was its original nomenclature for the Rex. But as soon as like someone thought of a better name, they changed it. Because it does sound better. Because they changed it, and since Tyrannosaurus Rex sounds cooler, because it means Tyrant Lizard King. So of course they're gonna name it that. But well, I lost my train of thought. I actually lost my train of thought for a second. Oh wait, there's a game idea I want to try, or at least attempt to develop. I was working on the Utah model this week, like actually getting like the designs and doing all the texturing for it. one of the few times the creature got its scientific name changed, because the community, like the paleontology community overall, was like, this sounds so much better than Spongylus gigas. So of course they're gonna be like, yeah, Tyrannosaurus Rex sounds cooler. But I know I keep derailing my own freaking conversation. Or something I want to talk about is, while I was working on the Utah texturing this weekend, the 3D textures, the 2D textures on the model, I was looking into it and I was like thinking, I want to do and I was like, people were talking about like it looked like Legend of Zelda and everything, and I'm like thinking, you know what, I want to make kind of like a Legend of Zelda-esque game. I'm stealing your monologue Spongylus bone. I want to make like a Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild-esque game, but featured around dinosaurs. Though it's not gonna be a one-to-one with Legend of Zelda. I was like thinking about the idea over the weekend a little bit. But instead of like focusing like on the stylization of Legend of Zelda, I focused more on like the idea of like a specific type of dinosaur adventuring through a world of other dinosaurs. And I was just generally looking at like concepts for this, like cool looking ideas for it. Can I do this? Can I make the idea the way I want it? And then the more I thought about it, I could technically make it based around a specific type of dinosaur that has the ability to glide and all this stuff. And I was like looking into like various ideas. Would you play as a dino or ride dinos? You'll be playing as a dinosaur. That's the idea mostly. You will be playing as a dinosaur. Or the idea I want to go forward. Also, oh, that's just the Wonder Layer stuff. It was just like an idea I was looking into. Like actually looking into. Ichi, for example. Yeah, like a specific dinosaur that can glide. Maybe like but it's not a dinosaur, like it's not a known species, but a dinosaur that had like a dinosaur, like you could design like a character design of like a make-believe dinosaur in a world of make-believe dinosaurs. Like they're not all dinosaurs, like known dinosaurs, for example. They're not like a T-Rex or a Triceratops, but dinosaur civilization almost. But not humanoid dinosaurs. If you get what I guess the main thing I'm trying to go about it is that it's not like standard dinosaur media, I guess. There's something I was messing around with in my over the weekend. I was like looking into ideas, and if I could see if I can do this. So like Dinotopia, in a way, not too advanced civilization wise. But they have like their own language and dialect and everything. Granted though, it's probably gonna be like English. Hold on, I need to make this look a little bit more like it's back here. But I was like looking into it, doing my research on it, seeing if I can actually do it, what would be required of it, and see if there's ways I can make this more unique in a way. You know what I mean? Like generally I was looking at different multiple like ways I could draw this or design these characters, because I did like the style I did for the Utahraptor. Like I actually made a really cool like 2D texturing of a Utahraptor on a 3D model, and it looked really good in my opinion. I don't know what other people think of it. I'm gonna have to play around with the idea though. Like actually play around with the idea. See if it see if people would like the concept a little bit. Cause you guys can sit here and be like, you guys know me, and you a lot of you are probably looking at the idea and being like, this is something I would play. But overall, it like two people playing is not like, I guess not really the end goal in when it comes to game development. So that's another thing I gotta look into. Why can't old dinosaur names be reused for new discoveries? Well, the problem, I think the best way I can describe it, there's a guy on TikTok, sorry, this is someone on YouTube answering this, Walking with Dragons. To answer your question, Walking with Dragons, dinosaur names and name nomenclatures are scientifically based, and it's kind of like copyright. The best way I can describe it is copyright. It basically, when we name a dinosaur a specific way, or a group of dinosaurs a specific way, we have to make sure that it's peer reviewed by multiple like scientists. When a dinosaur name doesn't fit into any longer, we have to get rid of it and name it after something that makes it follows that line of thinking. For example, the reason why Saurophagonex was given to a sauropod instead of giving it back to just calling it Allosaurus Saurophagonex is due to the fact that Allosaurus was already a preconceived name, and since it is technically an Allosaurid, it was named after in the family Allosaurus annex because it's technically a part of the family of Allosaurus. See what I mean? And that's why we gave the title to a sauropod instead of like just letting the Allosaurus have it. It's mostly because since Allosaurus has already been solidified in the fossil record and among the paleontology community, there's really no reason to change Allosaurus's entire name to Saurophagonex, because Saurophagonex was like debunked to be an actual species. Nintendo, I don't understand. Well, Nintendo, I'm sorry that you don't understand, but it's weird. I don't have the main reason, because I can't remember the exact reason off the top of my head, but there is a content creator that talks about this on TikTok. His name is the Dino Man. He makes really good videos on dinosaurs and topics concerning dinosaurs, such as like naming and all that stuff. So if you ever want to go like get a lot of cool information off of him, follow him on TikTok or follow his YouTube. It's odd, to be honest, since scientific naming is universal for each country. Yes, that's another thing. Scientific names are universal because it's based in the Latin prefix. Latin is basically the root phrasing for every language in the world. This is why the name of an animal matters in scientific, but not in the populace. For example, we call mountain lions, pumas, cougars, and all like this stuff. But the primary name for a mountain lion, if I could find it real quick, mountain lion. The scientific name for a mountain lion is Puma concolor, Puma concolor. 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 P is because that's its actual scientific name. Though many people call it different things. Hello, Masa. Welcome to stream. How are you today? How is life? How is work? How is your artistic journey, my friend? You think I wouldn't remember you, huh, Masa? For example, lions is Panthera leo. Yeah, because they're part of the Panthera family. And for tigers, it's Panthera, if I remember correctly. Tigers, like the tiger, is Panthera tigris, but that's just general term because there are different forms of tigress. There's like the let's see, the Bengal tiger, which is known as Panthera tigris, which is the main branch, and then there's white tigers. White tiger, which is it's a white variant. My bad. I forgot white tigers are just a white variant. What's another species of tiger? Because I know there's more than one species of tiger. Let's see here. Oh, the Caspian tiger. Caspian tiger was also Panthera tigris. My bad. I think they're all same thing, which is tigris. Yeah, they're all tigris. My bad. Work sucks a lot, but today I'm off, so I'm just trying to chill and rest. As for art, I haven't drawn anything since I just woke up. How dare you, Masha? Go draw, or I will. I don't know what to do. I don't know what would be a good threat. What would be a good threat? Huh? You see? Huh? But yeah, it's naming scheme, like names mean a lot because scientific names kind of have weight to it. If you're going to change the name of a dinosaur, it's going to need a lot of scientific proving because there's so much you have to ensure that it is okayed by majority of the science community type of reasoning. Lurking. Hey May, how are you today, my friend? You can't make me. No one can hurt the Kennedys. Oh no. You just make sounds like Minecraft villagers. Ha. Ha ha. Ha 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 ha. I have learned the ways of the villager. I learned to communicate with them. With years of playing Minecraft, I have developed skills to efficiently communicate with the villagers. Ha. Ha. Ha ha. Ha ha ha. Ha. By the way, thoughts on this name? Jula Venetator. I know Venetator means hunter of some sort. Swift wing hunter. That sounds like a really cool dinosaur, but I bet it's actually not that big. So I'm going to copy that, look it up online, because let's be honest, the names of... Oh, this little wait, are you sure you got that name right? I made it up. I was gonna say that's not a real dinosaur. Sounds like a real dinosaur. You've tricked me, LK. Now you'll be able to trade with the. Now you'll be able to trade with them better now that you speak their language. That's why I asked. It sounds really good. Oh, no. Ah! Ow. My head. The dinosaur name is really good. It kind of fooled me, to be fair. I'm like generally thought that was a real dinosaur. Because you've been like surprising me with these new dinosaurs I have never heard of before, like Goblin Slabdorum. Or was it Gremlin? No, Gremlin Slabdorum. Like these dinosaur names are so new to me. The bonking. The bonking. Also, Masa, go draw. You need to get your skills up. You need to be better. How many dinosaurs have we discovered? Thousands? Yeah. I don't know. Let me actually look that up. How many known dinosaurs do we... How many known dinosaurs there? There are between 1,500 to 2,400 different species of non-avian dinosaurs. These are roughly 700 species that have been named, but many are incomplete or based on limited fossil evidence. So while the exact number is difficult to pinpoint due to the fact of incomplete fossil records, it is estimated that there are approximately about 1,543 to 2,468 different species of non-avian dinosaurs. These are roughly 700 species that have been named, but many are incomplete and based on limited fossil evidence. Now I to eat my breakfast, so for now, I shall watch you draw. Darn you. Yeah, we have discovered a lot. There's some that are incomplete. Yeah. Funny you say that. It's not a dinosaur I'm planning to give that name to. Really? What are you going to give that name to, LK? You can't just simply say, oh, I'm going to make this really cool sounding name and not give it to something cool. What is it? What is it? Huh? Tell me. You can't just simply hide from me. Anyways. Okay, that'd be perfectly fine. You can watch me draw. I'm mostly just working on dinosaur drawings, so nothing really new. Whoa. Don't be like me and get a donut for breakfast. I'm very sleepy. I had boiled eggs for breakfast today. I have been on a boiled egg high lately. I wouldn't say high like drugs, but morally I just been liking eating boiled eggs lately. Ooh, boiled eggs are so good. They're good. A type of dragon I want to add to the pot. Oh, cool. I hope it's a cool dragon design. I'm kind of glad that people are kind of adding fantasy creatures now to Path of Titans, because it seems like a lot of people were so adamant about adding them before. Like they were generally so like if you would talk about adding like a fantasy creature a year ago, people would look at you crazy and be like, "Ugh, a fantasy creature? This is a dinosaur game. Why do we have to add all these fantasy creatures?" And I'm like, you know what? Because dinosaurs are awesome. That's why. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, I've been on like a boiled egg like frenzy lately. I've been eating them a lot in the morning because it's so much healthier eating a boiled egg than it is to eat a fried egg. So I've been kind of like indulging myself on it a little bit. Still haven't made a design for it yet, but basically it's an apex flyer of the sky, bad on the ground. Oh god, I feel so bad when people say apex flyers because that gives a lot of bad incantation, like bad like vibes to it. So many people hate flyers for the main reason why they are like so annoying to fight. I don't find them annoying to fight, I just find them like hard to balance. Okay, I need to drop this. That Bisty is fucked. You know what I mean? It literally looks like it's fucked. I can't attack things on the ground. Things and how. Think of. Ah. See, I don't know how you should use PT as reference either, because PT kind of has its own issue with its balancing system. So I can't really say that's a really good golden rule. Don't get me wrong, they make beautiful mods. Like, they are generally really good on what they do. They have really good modeling skills, design skills, and everything. I just feel like they kind of need a little learn like little touch-ups to their balancing scheme. But that's just me. Other than that, they make really good stuff. I know for a fact that I need to learn a little bit more about like design, like a little bit more about like how do I say this, on balancing myself. I'm just trying to figure out everything. I like PT stuff, but it also has bad things reasoning behind that, because everyone expects mods to be made at their quality. See, that's the biggest issue I kind of have with a lot of the modding community, is that since PT and Divine Beast and KTO were the forefronts of mods for the longest time, they expect every new mod to come into the game to be in the same quality, which kind of makes a lot of new modders feel like they will never be good enough, because so many people expect them to be just like PT or DB or KTO. Like, man, I'm just trying to make my funny looking creatures. I don't care if they look like, if they're the same quality as PT. I just want to make my dinosaurs. Well, not my dinosaurs. I just want to make my creatures. I don't need to make them look like they're the best of the best. I just want to make sure they're well designed and they're well animated. Oh, I like PT. Oh, just chat disconnected. It does this every once in a while where it'll kick me out of my own chat half the time. It gets annoying, but oh, speaking of which, we got an ad break here starting in 3 minutes. I hope everyone takes a break for a bit. We have been sitting here for 2 hours. I'm mainly going to do actual creatures though, since people still prefer that over dinosaur fantasies. Honestly, LK, I'm going to be 100% forward with you. Don't care what people want. Don't care. Okay, let me rephrase that. That kind of sounds a little harsh. That sounded very harsh. You're making mods for yourself. You're not making mods for other people. You're trying to make something you would enjoy. If you don't enjoy making dinosaurs, don't make dinosaurs. Granted though, I'm saying this, you might enjoy making dinosaurs. This is the main reason why I kind of don't make dinosaurs myself. I don't find them interesting. That adding a bunch of dinosaurs into a game where there are people that's already adding a bunch of dinosaurs into a game. For clarity, it's morally me just telling you, make things you want to make. Make things you feel like you could attribute to the game. Because at the end of the day, if you don't feel like you're having the passion to do it, you're just going to end up slowing yourself down. You're going to feel like all you're doing is just trying to please others. I'm doing both. Also, when you mention Arc, your mods will do great in Arc since see, that's another thing people keep telling me. Oh, you should probably add your mods to Arc. They do great. From what the people have told me about the Arc modding community, it sounds like no matter which way you look at it, it's the same thing. People are going to hate it if it's something they don't like. And that's kind of like an understanding because let's be honest, if they don't like something, people will voice it out. Will tell you. I still look at this. I'm still looking at this Bisty, and I'm thinking this Bisty is fucked. Is this generally fucked? Speaking of which, man, I want to play Ark, and my PC doesn't really does well with most games, but Ark makes it chug bad. I don't like this mod because it looks like looked at me funny. Yeah, generally that is the community. Like if they don't like something, they will be vocal about it. Also, we're gonna have ads here in a minute or so. This is the 2-hour mark. I want you guys to go walk around, stretch your legs, do a little jig if you need to. Just stretch your body for a bit. I am probably going to be doing the same. I'm just to make sure that people like you have your own like you don't feel stiffened when you're just sitting around, because at the end of the day, your health matters, and you need to make sure you're all taken care of. Okay. That's just Ark badly optimized, very much so. Ark is badly optimized. So, I'm probably we're gonna take the 3-minute break. I am just gonna go stretch my bones for a bit. I need to stand up and walk for a couple seconds because sitting down for 3 hours, crouched over a monitor, is not good for you. So I will. Okay, good to know. Yeah, Ark's is badly optimized. I'll still be in here talking to you guys, but I'm just gonna stretch out my body a little bit. Ark has some major optimization issues. One of the biggest optimization issue it has is that it uses the nanite system. Nanite system is terrible for optimization, especially if you wanted to work on servers. I find out that's probably the biggest reason why Unreal Engine has so many issues. When people have so many issues with Ark, is that Ark uses nothing but nanite systems for a lot of their dinosaurs. Heck, if you actually look at a Tyrannosaurus Rex based model from Ark, you will notice that it is covered. It's a very high poly model. I think it's about the ads. Yes, the ads. I'm sorry. I need to stretch out my body a little bit. Ads always happen every hour on this stream. We got to make sure we can make sure people can have at least some aspects of the ads happening. I understand that that is an annoying thing though. Anyways, I was about to bring back what I was discussing. Ark, I think, had about 1,000 polys for stretching is such a pain. Oi, 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 oi. Oh. Okay. I think I'm good. I think I'm good. Okay. We're back. Well, not back from the ads. People are still having the ads. On Twitch, anyways. On YouTube, we don't have ads on YouTube. YouTube is ad free right now. So if you want to go watch, go. If you want to keep watching, you can watch on YouTube. No ads for you? How interesting. Anyways, yeah. So we're gonna be. The ad break will end in 10, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome back from the ads, everybody. I hope you enjoyed them. I know Ad Hill is terrible, but in order to stream on Twitch, they're kind of needed. Anywho, well, as I was saying, Arc has terrible optimization. I think one of the biggest pains it has that it literally, and I say this literally, has a Rex model that are in the 100 tries. You know how much poly that is? Well, to be fair, it's like 50 polys, 50k polys, but over 100 tries is a very, very poly, or like the entire model itself is just yeah, that's a lot of tries, and that's the problem with Arc right now, is that they think, you know what, let's make sure the poly count is so high that people who play this game, their PCs are just gonna burn out from the graphic problem. And that's big. That's the biggest kicker when it comes to high density poly models. Like, that is the biggest problem in, like, with Arc, is that they make these models so high polyed that you generally feel your PC warming up because of the amount of polys that are in there. Insert PC exploding meme. It looks so real. I know. And that's the problem. And honestly, I'm going to be honest with you. It is a problem Arc has. It is a big problem Arc Ascended has. Regular Arc is okay. Like, there's no big issue with it. Oh, I should probably just draw while I'm talking about this. Also, what happened to the arms? I thought I drew the arms. Hold on. I think I forgot to draw the arms. And that's, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's perfectly fine if you like make a high poly game. It's fine, because they're not putting it on like any mobile game. They're not putting it on any like strong, powerful system. Like, they're putting it on pretty powerful systems, and that is perfectly fine if they do. Like, there is generally no problem to having a game that high like have models that high poly, but I will honestly sit here and tell you, it is not optimized. It is not, like, it is not designed for people to play on low end PCs, and that is the issue I have with the Arc game, like Arc Ascended, is that main issue, is that they're trying to make you want, they basically, in order to play their game, you need a higher end PC, or at least a PC with a really good CPU and GPU, because you don't need this. Okay, there's a difference between ahead of their time and just not optimizing. Arc is not ahead of its time. It's just unoptimized. You know what game is ahead of its time? And I will state this, is probably any game you play from FromSoft. Those games are really good. They have a world system that built. What was another game that was really before its time? Oh, I think Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter currently right now is kind of in the end, like, it's in its moments where it brings forward the idea it originally wanted with the concept of Monster Hunter, an open world hunting game with its own developing ecosystem. But Ark is not ahead of its time. Ark is an unoptimized game that doesn't spend time optimizing their game at all, who spends more time trying to make things look pretty, but not developing ways to make it optimized for people who can't afford lower end PCs. They can't afford the PC recommendations they have for the game. I should have clarified when I said it was ahead of its time. There was no graphics card to support it at the time. Yeah, you're right about that. I mean, like, when it first released. Yes, that is true. Ark Evolved came out when there was no proper graphics card system implemented. There was cards that helped with graphics itself, but a lot of times, a lot of games were based on the CPU output more than the actual, like, a system in your computer, which we now use, which is the GPU. The GPU is the graphics computer input, whereas the CPU is just the computer inputted unit. It's very weird and unusually made type system. But over time, we learned to develop like new ways to implement it and stuff like that. Granted, though, sorry if I'm going on a big rant. I know a lot of people are just here to hear me talk about dinosaurs because we are drawing dinosaurs. But this is something that kind of bothered me a lot. Is that a lot of times Ark is this weird game that decided to think that people will have like these higher end PCs. I blame Snail Games. I want Ark to leave them behind. God, let's not talk about Snail Games. Snail Games has done the shittiest thing ever to do in the industry. But it is dinosaurs. True. I mean, yeah, kind of. There are dinosaur stuff in it. But yeah, half dinosaurs. Yeah, you're right. I'm more like talking about like it's interesting because I don't like Snail Games either, because what they did with their recent trailer just absolutely shit on so many people, like their entire fan base, with the goddamn trailer for, was it their aquatic map? I remember when Snail Games had the T tribe involved. Wait, really? That's interesting. ASA was going to be free, by the way. Remember that? Oh yeah. They basically said if you had Ark Ascended, Ark Evolved, you would get Ark Ascended. But then they decided, nope, we need people to pay for this because it's a big graphical change. And would roll back servers whenever they were getting raided and ban the people attacking them. Oh god, man, I hated Snail Games. I still hate Snail Games. Like, they don't have no right to being in game development. They're holding back so many people. They're doing shitty practices. Heck, they're gonna be releasing another DLC for Ark Evolved when that game is supposed to be dead because they want the money. The bad thing about it, people are still gonna buy it too. They're still gonna buy the DLC. They also try to run a car company. Oh god, what kind of car company would that be? Welcome to Snail Car Company. Our cars are the fastest. Only drives 25 miles per hour. Down the highway. No, God. That sounds terrible. That sounds like a bad idea. It obviously failed greatly. I'm glad it failed. Like, people are still going to buy the Nintendo Switch. You say that, and you are absolutely right, when every store has sold out the pre-orders for it. Like, they literally sold out the pre-orders. I can't believe people are so willing to blindly buy this shit. I don't understand that. It's like, don't get me wrong, I understand people like Nintendo. They like their products and everything. Stop the pre-orders also. Yeah, because they didn't realize how much they're going to, that a lot of people wanted it. There was just a bunch of people who decided, you know what, we're going to pay for this because we're a bunch of Nintendo fans. I love Nintendo games, but I can't afford that price. No one can. Imagine also them being scalpers. Oh God, yeah. My friend, another VTuber friend of mine, his name's Spaceboy Kai. Oops, shit. Spaceboy Kai. He had the only place he could get like a pre-order wasn't GameStop. So he got it. Luckily he did, because apparently that also sold out within the hour of them going to pre-orders. And I am going to be honest with you. I'm going to wait a year, maybe 2, before I decide to buy a Nintendo Switch, because their prices are going to drop for sure. Like, they are genuinely going to drop. So I'm gonna wait a year before I decide to buy one, if I want to buy one. Because currently, there is no game I want to buy. Look at Pokemon card scalper videos, shows how bad they can be. Yo, yeah, I know what scalpers are, LK. I've seen videos, I've seen people just buy the shelves off of a product and just take it. I remember getting the PS5 day 1 from pre-order. My friend were confused as hell, as all the stores near them were sold out from the scalpers. Yeah. More open. To be honest, a Steam Deck is probably a better idea, because you can also play your games from Steam, like if they're compatible. I mean, so you could still. That's one good thing about like paying for a Steam Deck, is that you get to play all the games and not just Pokemon, Nintendo games. Because I remind you, and I will keep reminding you, Nintendo's DS is only designed for Nintendo games. They don't implement other games onto their platform. And I will be honest with you, that's a shitty plan. If your entire platform is based upon you playing only your games, sooner or later people are going to get bored of only those games, because they're not going to dish out a lot of money just to play like on a PS5 and play their favorite games, and then buy a Nintendo Switch to play another game. Better than Switch 2 in terms of games, cheaper, better battery life, and graphics better. That is true, LK. The Steam Deck is so much better for that exact reason. Like, you could and the cool thing about it, you can play any Steam game you have on the platform. Like, if you generally have a game you like to play a lot of and it's on Steam, you can play it. I think you can also play, if I remember correctly, you can play I love Pokemon, but man, you know what? Same here, Masa. I'm disappointed because I want to play the next Legend ZA, like the next Pokemon game, but I'm afraid I'm afraid in order to play the next Pokemon game, I'm going to have to buy a Switch 2, which is the only reason I will ever buy a Switch, is to play Switch 2, is to play the next Pokemon installment. Other than that, I will not buy it. Like, I have no reason to. I don't play Mario Kart. I don't play Donkey Kong. I don't play it's on the base Switch. Okay, that's good. So I don't have to buy it yet. I don't have to buy it yet. Haven't played a Pokemon game since Diamond and Pearl. I have played them every time they came out with a new Pokemon game. So I am an avid Pokemon gamer, I will say. Yet. You know what, Barry? That is absolutely true. Also, Barry, I heard you no longer VTubing. Or no longer streaming. If buying it isn't owning it, pirating isn't stealing it, as the saying goes. One issue is that I don't own the Switch 2 games since the servers go out and they will... Oh god, that's another thing. Not Twitch anyways. Oh, you're going to stream on the site that allows you to stream your, like, your other work. Understandable. I just want the next Pokemon game to be good. Scarlet was a letdown. I regret getting it. I just don't find it fun. Really? Oh, this is a good pose. Thank you very much, Barry. Man, I've been actually doing really well with these dinosaur drawings. I'm kind of enjoying them a little bit. Bethy, I'm gonna be honest, I kind of enjoyed Scarlet. I will be admitted, it's kind of like generic Pokemon for me, for sure. But I enjoyed Scarlet. The story was a little weird, I will admit. The story was kind of weird. We're basically dealing with a guy with mommy or daddy issues. But the Pokemon designs were really good. I enjoyed all the characters that came with the story. I had fun playing the story and everything. But yeah, I can understand you not liking the game. Don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to say you should like a game, because everyone has their entitled to their opinion. So what didn't you like about Pokemon Scarlet and Violet? And also thank you guys for telling, like, plus if you want to sell a game and doesn't, that means you can't since lock it on that system. Hey, if you enjoyed it, that was good. I just found it optimized poorly. My Switch, oh yeah, the optimization was terrible. I will admit to that, because I played it on my Switch and I do have one of the older Switches. So the system itself felt terrible. Like, the optimization on it was terrible. I had a terrible feeling to it. Okay, I think I'm trying to make this flat. I need to make this flat. Also, thank you guys for telling my pose is good. I know I'm having a conversation here and you guys are giving me compliments. I'm trying to talk at the same time of doing this. But yeah, it was bad. Yeah, somehow the animation, especially the picnic sandwich eating one, bugged me so bad. You know what? Those aspects of the game I absolutely did hate. I did enjoy the story. That's the only aspect of the Pokemon I enjoyed. But the optimization was terrible. Like, it was bad. It felt bad. And I'm sad that this was their very first open world Pokemon game, and it honestly felt pretty poorly optimized. I will admit to that. Yeah, that's also another thing that seems like a lot of video game companies are trying to say, is that you no longer... My favorite Scarvo Pokemon was Flamingo. Nothing comes close. You know, Flamingo was a really good one. I did like the concept of it. I wish it is incorporated better. I still not convinced on I'm still not convinced on Switch 2 since you can't even customize it like Switch 1. A downgrade from the 3DS. Oh, yeah. That's another thing that is gonna bug me, is that in order to play newer game like Nintendo games, they're going to need the Switch 2. Not to mention, another thing that's bugging me is that a lot of people, they're kind of feeding off the popularity of FromSoft, the company who makes like the Dark Souls games. They are feeding off their popularity, and it's sad because that FromSoft game looks really good, and I want to play it, but I also don't want to buy a Switch. ROMs. Okay, we're not going to talk about ROMs. Twitch doesn't like that word, so we're gonna avoid that conversation altogether. I mean, I like Twitch. Twitch is gonna seek you out and find it. It just like, I can't talk about it on stream. Which is weird. There's a lot of streamers that use ROMs to play games. I don't know. It seems like someone has told me in the past you should never talk about it. So I kind of been taking their word for like fact. So I don't know for sure. I might have to do my own research. No, the only hammer you're ever gonna use is this hammer. This is best hammer. Also, speaking of which, Barry, how you been? Sorry if I didn't ask you that since you came in. How you been, my friend? What new exploits that happened today for you? Booga Booga hammer. Yes, the Doc J hammer, the best hammer ever. It's the best hammer you are ever gonna use. Our hammer is the best. No one else can compare to our hammers. Okay, that best. Nuh-uh. Fire hammers goes You know what, LK? Agreed. You're on baby duty? Oh, man. I don't know if that sucked. Did it suck? Bet it did. Unless your niece or... I forget. Barry, do you have a niece or nephew? Oh, Fire, such a fun little game. Yeah, I wish they'd bring the IP back. But then I realized it'll be on a Nintendo device. So no. Don't bring it back. Then every Dino VTuber is gonna go after it. Because we've been starving for content like that. Niece. Okay, so you were been on niece duty. All right, we get to move on to the big boy. But yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I would like another Fossil game. You know, another game I would like to come back, and this is generally a game I would love have to come back to the to the mainstream is I would love another Spectros game. And I mean like an actual Spectro game. It has been forever since we have seen one of those games. The last one was such a jump, like an upgrade to like graphics to the game that they even hired voice actors just for it. Man, that's an IP I really wish would come back. Oh, you're gonna love this, LK. I don't know how far along it is, but I do have someone who is currently working on a game just like that, LK. I can't say much. I can't say too much on it because they are currently in early development for it. But they are making a dinosaur fighting game. But yet again, like I said, it's too early to say because they are working in early development and they have been showing me the process because I've been helping them a little bit with like little tidbits of here and then. Yep, I have been like... He's a really well-known artist too. He's like a really good artist too. And I'm kind of wanting to see how far... Oh, I did that by accident. I need to shrink this eye a little bit. Okay, I need to shrink it a little bit more. That's way too big for a T-Rex eye. A friend of mine is making a Fossil Fighters RAM hack. Ooh. Like, is it like generally like a... Like, are they adding new dinosaur, like cool new dinosaurs to it, or is it something, like something else? I might talk to a few of my friends to see if they'd be interested in playing it, because I do know a lot of people who've been playing played the Fossil Fighters series. They are really good streamers and they're fun to hang out with, and they have played all the Fossil Fighter games. So maybe I can get in contact with them and see if they'd be interested. Maybe. I don't know for sure. So what kind of wrong? I fight them from time to time and not literally as an online versus... Oh, cool. That's kind of really cool. New story, new Vivisaur. Oh, that might be something they might be interested in then. To keep me updated on the development. All right, so we can talk about it to them. I do know they have been recently been interested into some really cool ROM content lately. Like recently, they played a Stardew Valley mod, and I mean it was a Stardew Valley where they turned all the characters into furry VTubers or content creators. Furry VTubers are content creators. Why was that spammed? Oh, I think someone was hacked. Oh, shoot. Sorry, I looked at my Twitter and it looked like someone was hacked. All right, let's see what this is. I'm not gonna keep the sound up. I'm just gonna watch what they got so far. Fossil Fighters. Dilophosaur body. Colio. Man, the graphics look so much different than the original. Oh, I see. Okay, okay, I get it. Uh-oh. Yeah, I don't know if it was something that happened, because it looked like someone just spammed reposted a thing. I wonder why. None of my concern. Oh, it was in term of the hat. Yeah, I know. I know why you said uh-oh. I don't know what to do. It's not someone I know personally. So, I hope it gets resolved. Don't get me wrong, that's a terrible thing to happen to someone. So I did look at the ROM LK. It looks interesting. I don't know if that's a graphics update or was just generally how the game looks in like 1080p. I'm trying Austeros. It's pretty. That's the map that's based on Greek mythology, right? That's the original. Hope they get it figured out. I know. Barry, that's the one that's that looks like ancient Greece, right? Or based on like ancient Greece. Just how it looks. Okay. I'm gonna make an epic pun, like a Tuso named. Oh God, that okay. That's funny. That's very funny. A Tuso named Scylla. I thought you would like name another creature that. Sounds like something you would name another creature. That. I don't know what else would be fitting for Scylla. Well, the original story of Scylla is often referred to as a woman with dogs in front of her with a mermaid tail. But in reality, you could just probably get away with that with a Tiso. Fun fact: Fossifiers actually had something already ahead of its time. The Chronosaurus in that game had a tail fluke, and the original game came out in 2000. Oh, that's right. That wasn't. That discovery was like really recent, if I remember correctly. Like a good in the last 10 years type of recent. Because we didn't really we didn't have like an understanding that marine reptiles didn't. We assumed that they would just had a tail, but we didn't really had like an understanding that they had a tail fluke, which is an indication of aquatic life. Like they are essentially just aquatic life. Man, why are so many people liking this? It was just a simple little animation I did. I just posted on TikTok because I wanted to. But yeah, that discovery was like, I think, when was the discovery of the idea? What? Let me look this up. Tail fluke on Pliosaurus. The plesiosaurid tail was reduced, and unlike basal members of the Nodosaurids, tail. Okay, so the tail fluke was the first discovered. Let me see here. Early discoveries. Then the name of the Pliosaurus. American discovery, half a century, 19th century. Recent discovery, whereas the 19th century, most 20th centuries, new predators discovered the rate of 3 to 4 novel Navira generals described in 19th century. Okay. In 2008, the fossil remains of an undescribed plesiosaur known as Predator X, also known as the Plesiosaur funkio, unearthed said 8. In December of 2015, a large-scale was found in the continent of Antarctica, the oldest creature in the continent, and the first. Not only has a number of field discoveries since. Huh. Interesting. Soft tissue. Studies that the caudal fin. Interesting. And the original game came out in 2000. Yeah, 2021. Yeah, that was its recent discovery about like pliosaurs and all having all that things. Also, I am adding a specific type of muscle in the jaw that has actually been recently discovered, though I have already did this with most my dinosaurs because I thought that it kind of matched what they were currently doing with like most large animals. Man, that's interesting. You know what? I never thought of that. To be fair, a lot of movies will tend to do something like that, where they'll make something and it will have like no fossilized evidence of it, but they do it anyways because it looks cool. You know what I mean? It's weird. Oh, I'm gonna ask that. I was gonna ask that. Oh, ask what? I'm sorry. Ask what? Oh, the muscle on the side of the jaw. Yeah, the newly discovered idea, like they found out that there's a muscle on the side of the jaw that is attached to the this little bit right here in their jaw. See, I already did that with a lot of my large animals. Like I already made that muscle majority of the time when I draw dinosaurs. Land shark? Oh my god. What? Is that Dr. I haven't used that name in 10 years. How do you know that? I was gonna ask if you're gonna draw Montosaurus hunting a Rex. I wish I could. Who are you? And how did you find me? And how do you know that username? These are all questions I would like answers to. You might remember. Oh, wait. Slick? Is that you? Yes, an old. I'm assuming an old flip. No, God, I think I might know who this is. Is it? It's Slick. It's Slick. How do I remember these damn names? I don't. These shouldn't be names I just remember on the top of my head. How the hell do I remember them? Hello, Slick. How are you, my friend? Dr. Phantom Doc J. I told you my username was really edgy back in 2011. That was the name I think I chose for my DS, honestly. I referred to you by Masa. You guys are slowly finding me. God, it has been such a long time. How you been? How everything been, man? Masa, are you diverging old people here, like all the people I used to know back in the day? Who didn't have a hedgy name in 2021? True. Nowadays, I just go by Doc J. I don't go by Doc. Ah! Thank you for the follow, Landing Shark, or should I say Slick? Yeah. I haven't gone by Dr. Phantom in such a long time. I just said that I was in your stream, and that's all. Understandable. It has been such a long time since I've seen any of you. It honestly, I was never thinking I would ever see you guys again. It seems like ever since Footnote Hentana disappeared, we kind of just went our separate ways. I do remember like talking to a couple of the other members. I'm still say I'm still friends with Ali, but I haven't talked to him in a long time. He's been working on a game. Yeah, I was seeked out by another person that we used to talk to. What's their name? Jade. They seeked me out as well. One of the other days. So yeah, I got what software do you use for streaming? And this Avatar Face Bro for software for streaming. I use OBS, and this avatar I made myself. I used Blender to make it. Yeah, it was an old drawing software that we used. Oh, damn. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for paying your guild dues, my friend. Welcome. Yeah, it's weird. Who else do I still talk to or remain member? Oh, wait. I don't know if you guys... Kilobyte, my main man Jay. Hello, Kilobyte. Welcome to the stream. Yes, what am I drawing? I am doing dinosaur drawing requests. I posted something on my Twitter asking for if you want to see a dinosaur drawn, please state what type of dinosaur you want me to draw. And I've been drawing dinosaurs for the last couple of streams. Anyways, welcome Kilobyte. How are you today? How was one of the one of the Native American VTubers I got to been introduced to? But yeah, Flipnote, after Flipnote kind of went down, it seems like a lot of us not disappeared. I wouldn't say disappeared, but it seems like a lot of us went our separate ways, started doing our own thing. I went to college, got myself a biosystem engineering degree. So yeah, but I am drawing dinosaurs. That's all I really got to say. I'm making big boys. I'm making a big guy. I'm doing good. I just finished editing a video, so I'm just updating it, uploading it, and decided to drop in. Oh, nice. You got to show me the video after it's uploaded. I want to see the content, man. You got to show me the content. Everyone knows that Montosaurus was the apex predator of the Morrison Formation. Hunted Morrison. Okay, are you okay? Wow, you're really doubled down on the drawing dinosaurs after Flipnote. I didn't know you did 3D sculpting. Yes, so after Flipnote, I graduated from high school, went straight into biosystem, went into an engineering course, and started becoming an engineer. Nowadays I am now a 3D modeler, sculptor, animator, 3D animator, as well as a creature designer, and I do various other small projects here and there. I am also a game developer, so I've kind of changed a lot since we last spoke. rate my favorite dinosaur, the Ankylosaurus. Ankylosaurus, one of the few, like, although it is one of the largest of the Ankylosaurids, Ankylosaurus wasn't actually that large of an animal. In retrospect, it was wider than it was smaller and taller. This animal, it has heavily armored scutes and it has evolved to literally a bone club on its tail. I would say, if I was going to rate your dinosaur, I would say it was a good dinosaur. It generally had perfect armor. It was able to defend itself quite well, especially if it lived in the same formation as one of the most well-known of all dinosaurs, Tyrannosaurus Rex. So, I would say it was a tank. I love the club. It was a tank. It was definitely a tank. It was not that big. So, if we're going to use Tyrannosaurus Rex as a reference, this is how big Ankylosaurus was. That's how big it was. I hate that so much because it brings back such piss poor, it brings back an embarrassing moment for me. Yes, I did lock the fucking land shark. I locked the fucking, as things got it. The club tail is nothing compared to its thagomizers. Nothing compared to the thagomizers. Ankylosaurus didn't have thagomizers. I think you're talking about Stegosaurus. He's an ankle biter. He is an ankle biter. He is small but wide. He was a wide boy. God, to bring some light to that. So the whole Anky was a bad dinosaur thing derived from me talking on Brian Phillips' stream while he was animating dinosaurs, and I literally read out a message on his stream stating, "What do you think of Ankylosaurus?" He must have thought I was talking about me, like I was saying it, but I was reading some comments from his stream. I'm saying Stegosaurus is better than Ankylosaur. I don't know. The thagomizers, yes, but Stegosaurus was not very, it didn't have a very long tail. But I'm gonna say this. When he said that, he said it as a meme, and people ran with it. They absolutely ran with it. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about Pictodon. I keep forgetting that thing's existence. Granted, though, I did say one of the largest Ankylosaurs. Doesn't mean it is the largest Ankylosaur. Really? Did I get kicked out of my own chat again? Shit. Oh. Okay, that was creepy. But yeah, how is that even possible? So I don't know why it does this every once in a while. It does a weird restart and it says, "I welcome back into the chat." It doesn't mean like I did get disconnected or anything. It just means that for some odd reason, it reloads the chat and does the welcome back message to me. So yeah, it happens. Anywho, yeah, we were like, I've done a lot of research into dinosaurs. Yeah, it's just one weird thing after another sometimes. Man, look at this T-Rex. He's about to have bisty steaks. It's fragmentary though, giant teeth, tail vertebrae. I figured that because it's very hard to find a lot of fossil material of animals nowadays. Not because of like we're running out of finding place for them. It's just that a lot of times dinosaurs are just harder to find nowadays. My ex loved dinosaurs, and that's where I learned about Dinkylosaurus. Oh dang! I hope I'm not bringing up like any bad memories. Kilobyte. But dinosaurs are just generally cool, man. I can't not draw them. I have a bias towards Comptonsanctus solely from Lost World PS1. You know what? Fair enough. Everyone loves a good compy. Honestly, I'm biased towards Suchomimus. Mostly because I am a Suchomimus VTuber. He only, I don't worry, he's completely fine. He only plotted my murder and I caught him before he got to do it. Ow. I don't know what to say about that. But it shows how massive it is. Okay, understandable. Little gremlins. Speaking of which, you're gonna love this, Slick. There's a species of Ceratopsian they are literally named gremlin. It is called Gremlin slabadorum. Dorum. I love compies or any small dinosaurs in general. Yes. I'm basic. I like any dinosaur that like piques my interest. I don't actually worry. It's completely fine. Okay. That, I mean, I would have been worried no matter what, because that sounds like a terrible thing that happened to you, and I hope you're okay. And anything, I generally feel like that's something you need to worry about, especially since we are Native American. But yeah, I'm glad that you're fine. Man, my chat's been active lately, and it's kind of showing that I'm kind of terrible at keeping conversations going. Man. Anyways, since you guys are all new here and you guys decided to participate in a Doc J stream, what is your favorite dinosaur? You guys are probably already said, like, for example, Kilobyte said Ankylosaurus, and I feel like Slick loves a good Comptonsanctus. What about the rest of you? What is your favorite dinosaur? Yes, I know. Those little fuckers from the first movie, like the first book, were scary as shit as too. I do not understand why the original writer of Jurassic Park decided to make them as scary as fucking possible. They are... I do love the Stego. I know we had a Stego versus Ankylosaurus, but Stego is my second. You know, fair enough. Both dinosaurs are found to be one of the few animals that use their tail for defense. I say that, and I keep remember there's like an entire family of Stegosaurids. Like, there is like Kentrosaurus, Dracto. I can't remember how it's pronounced its name. Dractoventer. One of those. It's like it's a Miragaia like dinosaur. It has a long neck and a row of spikes along its back. Oh man, we're gonna have an ad break here in a couple minutes. I hope everyone is having a good day. I hope everyone decides to go do a couple walkthroughs and everything. I know it's quite a day out there, that's for sure. Yeah, thank you very much, Barry. The name is Draxentotyrus. It's a species of Ankylosaurids like Miragaia. Actually been proven that Miragaia might have been actually a younger version of this dinosaur. We don't know. The debate is still being conducted, because in order to make sure that we know for sure that it is essentially a similar species, studies have to be done to know for sure. And a lot of those studies tend to look at the fossil and then compare them between the two. New species, actually. I know it's a new species. I'm more talking about like Miragaia itself, because currently there's a debate going on that Miragaia was like a younger version of this specific dinosaur. But like I said, it's due to the fact that we don't know a lot about it yet. So there is an ongoing study on the animal. Is a Stegosaurus rival? Okay. Oh, for clarity, we gotta just to state this real quick. We got a ad break happening in a minute or so. I hope everyone takes a nice long break, go stretches your legs, go grab something to drink, go to the bathroom. Other than that, I will probably go do the same. I might go to the bathroom real quick during the ad break, just to get rid of all the liquid I just got done drinking. But yeah, that's the very interesting dinosaur indeed. I do like the Miragaia like dinosaurs because they're one of my favorites of the Stegosaurids, mostly due to the fact of like how the spikes along their backs are aligned. I don't like Stegosaurus because of like the mismatching spikes with like platings on their back, which I understand there's a reason behind it because they have to evolve to be able to have those. But Miragaia is just one of them. My favorite in Kylo is Stegosaurus. As soon as it was dropped, I was a big fan. Isn't that the one that looks like a Packy with shoulder spikes? I can't remember. Or is that the one with the blade tail? Hold on. I'll just look it up. It'd be easier. And I just realized we're on an ad break. Oh, it's the one with the blade tail. Yeah. I will be right back. I'm gonna go to the bathroom myself. Thank you very much, LK, for telling me. I will return in a few minutes. While everyone's on the ad break, I am gonna go to the bathroom. Okay. There was ads right before I even could answer. I am so sorry. The ads, everyone is in ad hell right now on my Twitch stream. On the Twitch side of the stream. I'm so sorry, guys. I don't mean to put you guys in ad hell. But it just happens. Stegosaurus was one that I think of as a small. Oh, Stegosaurus. No, there was another one that I thought was. No, I'm thinking of the one that had like was a. I can't remember the name of it, but it wasn't a Stegosaurus. Again, no ads. Maybe you just have an ad blocker. Mithy. Because I know there's a specific species. I got an ad because Doc J hates me. I do not hate you. I don't hate people. Stop saying I hate people. The ads are there to make sure that people like. Actually, to be honest, the only reason why I know they have they got ads because of the whole thing with Twitch needs funding to support streamers, and the only way to do that is by ads. Me coming back to I don't hate people. I don't hate people. He actually sent me so much hate DMs because I was surprised. I'm on mobile. First ad break had some. Oh, bro, used the correct hate terms. It was an ad break. I can fight because there are people who get. Yeah, Stegosaurus was the one with the blade tail. I'm thinking about another species of Ankylosaurus that was recently discovered that looked like an Ankylosaurus that walked on two legs. I can't remember the name of it. Do you remember the name of it, LK? I know there was a recent one. Ankylobite, I have. Actually, I don't even think I even ever DM'd you. Because I have like a specific list of people I normally DM. Also, oh my god, the brain rot. I just saw what you posted in Jess's. That's it, Jacapilla. Jacapil. That's the one I was thinking of, LK. Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of. Okay, it's back. Welcome back from the ads, guys. I hope everyone took a break, go stretch out their legs, go to the bathroom, got yourself something to drink. I know ad hell sucks, and it does suck. Trust me, I don't like enjoying it either. Because it ruins a lot of my train of thought sometimes when I'm talking to you guys. Because I do like to interact with people while I'm working on something. New video dropped. It's in the YouTube section. In the brown digital what? Why would you say that? My lord. Oh, you played Poppy Playtime. Damn. True. You tell me I'm wrong? I don't know. I'm a northern tribe. I'm white. Northern Native Americans tend to have like a whiter complexion. It is the Native American VTuber Discord. It's brown digital people. I don't know why I should not. I don't want to say that. I don't. How northern? So my people, because I was pretty north. So most Native American, if you don't know this, there are northern tribes such as the Algonquin, which are mostly Cree, Ojibwe, and of course the Algonquin people. The tribes up there are typically have like a lighter complexion due to the fact that we do live in colder climates. I'm just albino, not literal. I'm just, people compare me to that. Understandable. I was gonna say, I don't think that's something. I hope you're okay, because I do know the condition of albinism can cause a lot of problems for a lot of people if they live in today's society. Granted though, how our society is normally working nowadays, I could see that living in a... Actually, that's called the Anishinaabe. I know it's called the Anishinaabe, but there's also the Algonquin people, which is another term used in northern parts. Yep, they are they're part of the Anishinaabe. Can't remember the name of it, because I'm Ojibwe, Kylo, so I'm part of that entire group. I just can't remember the name of the council. I think it was the Algonquin Treaty. I meant the Anishinaabe Treaty. I can't remember. What's up, cousin? How you doing? I'm healthy, no worries. It's just whiter than normal, white skin, tall male. I think you might need to go get yourself 10. Oh, you're also a Ojibwe? How did you not tell me this? We literally had a repo stream last week, and you didn't tell me you were Ojibwe as well? Damn. True question is, what type of Ojibwe? Because there are different Ojibwe as well. Bro, I was in my intro. I'm sorry, I like to say this. I don't read those a lot. I feel bad. Now you know why I said I'm bones always. Ojib Cree, Northern West Ontario. Oh, nice. I am. I don't want to dox myself, but my main grouping is mostly the Great Lakes Ojibwe. I'm a member of the Great Lakes Ojibwe, but I don't live near the Great Lakes. To be fair, I've already said I'm from North Dakota, so that kind of, if that's an indicator, that's an indicator. I just named an entire region. Yeah, but by saying where I'm from, I kind of generalize what type of Ojibwe I'm from. Insert we got him. We got him, boys. Mission failed. We'll get him next time. But yeah, I'm a member of the, well, descendantly, I'm a member of the Great Lakes Ojibwe people that got pushed westward, I think. Yeah, westward. When the Western expansion happened in the United States. So my people were kind of pushed a little bit towards the Pacific. During like the whole Western expansion thing. I need to fix these toes. But yeah, that's generally where I'm from. I will watch your video after stream because we're on last hour. I normally stream. I only stream for 4 hours, so we're kind of getting close to that marker. So I need to get this drawing. I need to lock the fuck in, man. I need to lock in. But also, you guys have been a great stream today. You guys have been keeping me company, keeping me aware of everything. Thank you guys for like joining me today. You guys have been awesome. And I hope you guys continue to chat with me till I am blue in the face. I got a buddy who returned to his native tribe, I think in Arizona. So like Navajo, I think that's usually where most of the like people from most people from Arizona are associated. I might be wrong. There are other tribes in Arizona. I just can't remember them all on the top of my head. I remember the name was Apache and Cheyenne. Lock in. Yes, I'm locking in. I got the lock the fuck in. Where's that emote? Where are you? Oh, I just realized it's not on my emote list. I didn't put it as an emote. I think it's only on my Discord server. Arizona and big question. Okay. Man, it's interesting hearing about people's tribes. Yeah, Taurosaurus is underrated. You know what? You're absolutely correct. People just think of it as just a Triceratops clone, but it actually had a more unique head structure than most Triceratopses, than most ceratopsians. And it's not just a Triceratops clone. My god, people and their weird Nerf fetishes. For clarity, this is a weird joke in the paleo community. People keep on saying that Spinosaurus got nerfed due to the fact that they keep changing its design. And a lot of the paleontology community is kind of annoyed by those jokes. And to be fair, I can understand why. Not to mention it's possible maybe a larger ceratopsian due to the Adams specimen but the paper isn't out yet. Yeah, that's another thing. It's like there is a chance that it might have been the larger ceratopsian species due to the fact of like how big it might have gotten. There's evidence to support it, as well as other evidence about it too. So yeah, I get that. I definitely get that. Man, paleontology has just been getting updated a lot in the last couple of years. It's interesting because we keep finding more and more cool looking fossils and more discoveries about them. Like for example, until Yichi, if that does happen, it will become more popular. Maybe. Main reason why Triceratops is so much more so popular, as well as the reason why Rex is so popular, is due to the fact we have more evidence of Triceratops and like more fossil evidence of Triceratops and Rex. That's the main reason why they're popular. Well, other than the big movie likes to show them off as these big, powerful creatures. So yeah, take it as you will. It's just weird. It's very weird. And that's usually why a lot of popularity happens with these animals. Is either in the film industry uses them a lot more, or in the paleontology community we find more fossil evidence of them to support one idea over the other. Was walking. Yeah, I think that. Yeah, that's the only appearance of I know of that they use Torvosaurus, a Torosaurus, not Torvosaurus. I keep forgetting that Torvo and Toro are. Okay, I need to ask you a question, LK, and I know you're probably gonna be like, do you ever get like confused when they say Torvosaurus and Torosaurus because those names sound way too similar to each other? Like, let's be honest. If you're like someone like me, like if you're a dinosaur lover, that there might be not a difference, but then the common person will like look up one dinosaur and they accidentally try to find the other one, try and look for the other one. It just happens when I type. See, when you pronounce it, yes, it does sound like so much different than the actual name. But I've heard people like get the two animals confused because they'll say, "Oh my God, that's a Torvosaurus." I'm like, that's not a Torvosaurus. That is a Torosaurus. Guess who? Mooserdu? Kai? That's the only guess who I know of. Hey Kai, how are you today, my friend? Wait, is it college is almost done, right? Like this semester is almost done. I can't remember. This is a general question I would like to know. How many weeks left do you have of college, Kai? Is it just 1 week or is it 2? Ironically, this is the one day this week I don't have finals. Some colleges are nearly done, for others it's late May 20th. God, don't remind me. I went to May. My college would always go to middle of May. Like my university will always go middle May when ending the semester for the summer. This is your last week, and then you're gonna have time to spend streaming, man. You're gonna have more time to spend with content. Yeah. For those who don't know, this is Kai. He's another streamer. He's a VTuber, and generally he just likes playing a lot of party games. Then I get a week off before summer. Oh, never mind. For those who want to know, this is Kai's content. It's gonna be loud.
Shit. Oh my god! Oh!
That was a loud clip, Kai. Your mic literally peaked. Go check him out. He's a really good streamer. He streams late nights though. He likes to hang out with his friends and play some Mario games. But God, he's funny when he wants to be. Intrusive Thoughts 1. Yes. I mean, yeah, that's... I called him Kaiwekia one time. The fact that I forgot to turn off the safety bounce literally saved my ass there. I know, right? Imagine if... Actually, to be fair, I think I have clips where I did peak my mic. So I'm not the only one that might have accidentally done it. Oh God, tomorrow is gonna be interesting because it's gonna be my very first model stream where I like make a model launch stream. That's going to be a very interesting day for me. I'm gonna ask Carlson for some tips, but yeah, I'm glad that saved your ass, man. Are you studying for your next exam? What's your next exam, Kai? So we both got interesting days tomorrow. Yeah, I'm testing out my a double webcam thing tomorrow for stream. Like I wanna, cause I'm doing a modeling stream tomorrow, like a model building stream. I'm going to test it out, see if I can do it. Because I want to build a few model kits I had in my backlog that I have not touched yet. Next exam is in geology. You got this, Kai, because you got was it 100% on something? Oh wait, no, that was your presentation. My bad. That was a presentation. Even then, I call someone Kai, the Kaiwekia sometimes in Discord, so it's just built into my brain. Understandable. Well, best of luck to you, Kai. I hope you do really well, man. I bet you're gonna ace it, man. You're gonna ace that exam. As long as you don't come hang out with us in VC, you should be fine. Man, look at that T-Rex. He's about to have some bisty steaks. I think I said this earlier already. Yeah, I already said this damn joke. Man, Mike, I need some better material. I normally don't do that. See, I'm very weird. I don't actually have like this innate ability to just call people that if they don't know what I'm going to say. Because sometimes they'll talk to me and then I'll be like, I'll remember something from a popular media or a game, and then they have never touched that game. And I think I've had people like actually generally confused and ask like, why did you say that? And I'll be like, oh, sorry, it's from this. And they will be like, I have never heard of that before. And I generally do feel bad afterwards because I'll be like, oh man, you don't know this media? Oh man. I was feeling like the arm felt a little big. Path of Titans moment artwork. You know what? I just realized, yeah, That's something Path of Titans that like tired that artist. I can't remember his name. I follow him on ArtStation. He's a really good like a 2D artist and does really well because he also does the artwork for Beasts of the Mesozoic. Let me find him. I follow him on ArtStation. For those who don't know, ArtStation is kind of like a place where people could post their like make a portfolio of different type of designs. Oh, Raul Ramos. That's his name. Raul Ramos. I have finished eating and now I shall doodle. Yes, Masa, doodle. Also, I do want to say you have been mispronouncing my name. Is it not Kilobyte? That it's a play on word. My name is Kelly, so it's pronounced Kilobyte. Kilobyte. So Kelo Jello. You've been pronouncing the same, then adding byte. I think I've been saying kilobyte by accident, but I know what you mean. It is kilobyte. Kilobyte. Ugh. I am very sorry. I don't mean to mispronounce it. Yeah, I'm very sorry. I'm going to be very honest with you. When I say words fast, I tend to mispronounce them. Also, Masa, you better be drawing. I haven't seen you draw in forever. You haven't shown me your work in forever. Yeah, it's kind of weird because my name kind of is very easy to pronounce, so I can't really. Good. Art. Also, you haven't really showed me recently what you've been drawing. Do we even still follow each other on Discord? I don't even remember. Oh wait, I think you got rid of your Discord, maybe. We do. Huh. I think I'm gonna hop off, rest for a bit. Allergies are killing me. You have a good rest of your day, Mithy. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you feel much better. I know allergies suck. I used to have like problems with hay fever, so I hope you have a good rest of your day. Sleep well. Take care of yourself. Go get something to drink. Go get something to eat. Just generally relax for a bit. I know allergies suck, especially currently right now. I am still the same. Ouch. I can feel that. Thank you for the stream. You're very much welcome. I'm glad that you stopped by and had like a joyful time. What's with the icon? What's with the icon, Masa? That just startled the hell out of me. I was like, who the hell is this? I saw the the profile picture before I saw the actual like person's username. What? I haven't as lived lately, but I've got allergies. I just stuffy nose, so it makes it hard to breathe. Understandable. I actually have not been having that problem right now. Not yet, at least, because I don't know if it's a thing currently causing the issue or is it something that's just like, it's not happening right now. Which, in general, can be just the derivative of things like this happened. All right, let's see here. Now let's see if there's any leakages. There's a lot of leakages. Where is the main leakage come from? Okay, it's coming from the head somewhere. Where at in the head? Okay, it's definitely in the upper parts of the head. I've had, yeah, allergies just suck in general. Also, Barry, I did see what you posted in Jess's chat. That's actually kind of funny. You did use, you did make a literal epic reference in there. If Barry's still in here, I don't know if he's still in here anymore. He might have went off, did his own thing. All right, let's see. Is this? We got no more leakages. Okay, this body no longer has leakages. Now for this body. Now does this body have leakages? Okay. First off. Oh, okay, I can see some right here. No. Okay, I think we're good on leakages, I guess. No, we're still not good. Okay, the general question is, where is the leakage? It's still all over the body, so it's not just one specific spot. It's oh, here's one. So for those who are probably wondering what I am currently doing, the thing I'm doing is where I'm basically, I make a line across the sketch to see where the image, like where the leakage can be happening, and I will pinpoint it by doing like random lines across the mesh with the drawing to see where it's at. Oh, nice. I'm just randomly doing drawing. So the next leakage has to be in the head somewhere. Okay, I see it. It's like this jaw right here. Alrighty then. I think that should be it. Yes, that is it. And then we'll select that, go into here, and then go into this gray part and make a fill. And there we go. That is the last two dinosaurs. Well, not last. We still got two more to do, which is Gwenlongosaurus. Well, three more from the list I have. We still got various dinosaurs I need to do. Like, I still need to do Gwenlong, Styracosaurus, and Ying Changosaurus. We still got those guys left to do on our docket. But I don't want to start a new draw file right now and then end up like not finishing it on stream. So what we're gonna do is that we're gonna end it here, because I realized I have to go down to my crossing and grab a trash bin and bring it back up. So we're gonna stop stream here. We're gonna go raid out to someone. Let's see who is currently streaming right now. Actually, we're gonna go raid JMP. Oh wait, Afro Buns. Oh, never mind. We're gonna go raid Afro Buns. Afro Buns kind of like been hanging out in our streams a couple times, so we're gonna go show them some love by raiding them. So, oh, not category. Afro Bun. They stopped by a couple times, showed us some love, and just generally rated like talk to us on stream. So we're gonna go show him some love. Thank you guys for joining us today. It was such a great day streaming for you guys. Tomorrow we're gonna be building a Zoid model. That is what's gonna happen tomorrow. It's not gonna be recorded this time on YouTube, but yeah, For those who on YouTube, I'm thankful you guys for stopping by and saying hello while we were drawing this beautiful model. Yeah, we're gonna be doing model zoids. We're gonna build models on stream. A what? A zoid model. Robotic like animals. We've been we had one that's been in storage for quite a while. We have not had time to watch, like actually stream it. I've been wanting to build it on stream. So thank you guys for joining us. I hope you guys have a great day. Go show Afro Bun some love. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye. Oh, no, not bye. Okay. Now, bye.